Hi, Cinco de Mayo. All right, a couple of things. One, I got some hair trainers put in, and really so that I don't cut bangs and color my hair and damage it again before my son's wedding in 14 months. So I got these eye-tip extensions. I had them a long time ago. I do like them. But let me tell you, ladies, if I have to put on one more apparatus before I go to bed, my husband's probably going to divorce me for like a 20-year-old that can literally not take her makeup off and just jump in bed and wake up and look the same way. I got to put on like a neck trainer, and I wear an eye mask. I wear a silk bonnet because now I have these hair extensions. I used to wear this pad that you tie at your waist and castor oil was underneath it. Then sometimes you have to spray magnesium oil on your feet. Not to mention the slew of supplements that I take just to be able to try to get a good night's sleep. And then I have to put in one headphone so that if anybody calls with an emergency, I can hear it because I need to be present for all four children. And of course, my father-in-law. So yeah, I mean, it's a lot of work. And then when I make these videos, I think, oh, when I look straight on, I'm like, girl, you look good. And then I look to the side and I'm like, girl, you look fucking terrible. So why am I on here other than to share with you some self-loathing and some painstaking steps that I have to go through just to try to feel like I'm staying on top of Father Time. I also have beef tallow on my face because, that's a new thing, and on my neck. And then I started doing these things where you go like this, like lymphatic drainage. You're supposed to do it 12 times, and you're supposed to like put a spoon in your mouth and go like that to help like with the jaw. Oh, plus I have to wear a retainer at night for my teeth because, I spent money on my teeth. Okay. We've all been on social media. We all look up, say, a hair care product or a shampoo or something because we see it like on a TikTok or a reel. And then we look it up or we click like shop now, or we want a little bit more information, or we Google it, because that's what I'll do. I'll Google it to see what the ingredients are and see like, maybe I just need like one or two of those supplements. And then my Facebook feed and my Instagram feed is just like inundated with it. It's insane. Greg and I just talked about it this weekend. And then I'll go on and I'll follow. There are some like really good physicians that do a great job of staying present on social media. I wish that I could be more present with social media, but I kind of feel like I'm going to get lost in the shuffle because it's information overload. And at some point, you're going to come across that ad where somebody's saying, just like I would say, oh my God, I'm so overwhelmed. I take magnesium and L-theanine and ashwagandha, and then I take arginine and I'll take DHEA, or then I'm taking berberine, and then I started adding chromium. And I would love to be able to give all that advice, but like everybody reacts differently. So you can't just throw out like a one size fits all. So the number one way to really know like what you need so that me as a dietitian or even as a trainer can help you efficiently, meaning you just personally you, and you're not just kind of going with what seems popular or what seems trendy, is to get blood work done. That is the number one way for you to be able to handle and tackle your health from a starting point. You have to have a starting point of a baseline of knowing what is your insulin resistance like, what's your endocrine system doing, what is your cholesterol levels like, your hormone levels. It takes a little bit of effort. There isn't just some magic potion. There isn't just like beef tallow. As much as I don't want to do a facelift, I have a feeling that I'm going to have to at some point do that. I would just like someone to tell me that it's not necessary. But if you get a baseline done and you take that to a dietitian, and Eat Well to Be Well, under the direction of registered dietitian Kelly Scott, she accepts insurance. You might not even realize that your insurance will cover this, and it will cover you for dietitian, clinical dietitian services. You might have like, say, 3 sessions. You might have a coverage of 6, but it's a great way to get started. I personally, at the classroom, we are self-pay, but even if you did have blood work done, I can still definitely help you. But Eat Well to Be Well, the other office that I do work at, is insurance-based, as well as private pay. So if you are kind of at a point in your life where you're like, I just don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. I'm taking all this stuff. My girlfriend was taking this supplement, so I thought that I'd try it, and I don't really see a difference, and I just can't seem to lose this weight, and I really don't like cardio because my joints are hurting, but your joints might be hurting because you have inflammation, but you really don't know why you have the inflammation. Or maybe your joints are hurting because you've had an old injury, or you just don't like cardio, which I get, a lot of people don't like it. So that's my tip for you for the day. I'm going to do my best to start getting on here more, especially if someone is like, you know what? Hey, I got a wedding coming up. I do need a quick way, or I'd like some advice on how can I help metabolize the 5 wings that I just ate over the weekend? Or, I had too much pizza. And there's a lot of great pieces of advice that you can give somebody short term. But my best advice to you is start with a good physical with your physician. Make sure that you have a family physician, and then seek out that professional help where you can find it. And I'm always available, 330-774-3273. I can't help but throw this out like it's some sort of an advertisement. But I just hope everyone's having a beautiful day, and happy Cinco de Mayo.